Hey, Diviner Greg here, and let's take a look at this geocache, one with an iris. So what do we have? We have a lock that opens the door. How do we get this lock open? Well, if we study this iris, inside there's a key hanging on this plastic container. Well, how do we open up the iris? Oh, we have a combination. Okay, well, what's this all about? Hack the code. Agent 009, can you hack into boot camp? So, there is a basic algebra style problem that a 7th grader should be able to figure out. You solve this, and that should open up the code. Combination opens up. Iris opens up. Take the key out. Unlock the lock. Open the door. And then what's this all about? Well, when we first did Agent 009 Gadget series, which is a series of 5 gadget caches that are out in the Forest Preserve, our biggest concern was that no one would visit them. The average cache out in the Forest Preserve gets maybe 3 to 5 visits a year. So with all the work and the hundreds of hours we put into this cache series, we were afraid that nobody was going to visit this. Now, what the Forest Preserve did is they outsourced what they call staycations or nearcations. They created a little camping ground that used to be a dilapidated something. There was some sort of housing structure that just all fell apart, and the Boy Scouts used to use it and camp around there. They've completely beefed it all up, and now there's campers and RVs with hookups that park there, and they're looking for something to do. So rather than just making this Gadget Cache series exclusive to geocachers, I thought, well, in order to get more traffic, I'll go ahead and create this forum. So what boot camp is this whole unit would sit inside the main cabin where there's a 24-hour person, that there's a general store in there and a general purpose room. This could sit in there, and if people were asking what to do around here, other than just walk around and look at the birds and walk through the Forest Preserve, they could go and solve the Agent 009 series. Well, the question is, would they be good enough to do that? So this is a boot camp. If the theory is if you can solve this puzzle, you should have no problem doing this geocache series. Now, since then, we've had probably 40 visits in the last 4 months to each one of these. So we've probably had 200 visits. I completely underestimated the power of the hardcore geocachers in the area and their networking ability. So word has gotten out, we're getting plenty of activity, lots of favorite points, and that's good. However, we still like to get more and not have necessarily people have to download an app, which is a turnoff for a lot of people, and still play the game. So this document basically says what you need to do. If you want to download the app, you can. If not, here's the GPS coordinates, and then just go out and solve it. So let's take a look at, we've got some video on how he made all this. If you're interested, hang around. We laid all the pieces out in our vector program, and we found a iris drawing to start with. Unfortunately, along the way, I screwed up one of the mounting holes, which caused me to have to recut a whole bunch of stuff. But once I recut everything, life was good, and then we just started the assembly process. I've learned that it takes 3 times to get it right. You got to prototype, and then when you do build it, something always goes wrong. In this situation, I didn't allocate enough support where the lock mechanism was. So when I built and assembled it the first time, it broke apart, so I had to beef up that section. So, if you're in Palatine, a northwest suburb of Chicago, of good old USA, stop by Camp Reinberg. It's in the Deer Grove Forest Preserve, and grab the clues and check out the Gadget 009 Gadget Cache series. Until then, have a happy cache.